As you can see, well, probably see from the title, this video is like really throwing it back. Like, I'm going to be doing the 50 questions tag. I don't know if any of you remember that, but it was a thing that years and years ago used to go around YouTube. I just thought it could be a fun video to film. It could help you guys get to know me a little bit better. And I just thought, why not? So that is what today's video is going to be. So I've got my phone here and I'm just going to jump straight in with the questions. So yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so question number 1. What's your favourite candle scent? My favourite candle scent? To be honest, probably my candle that I have over there in my bedroom. I know it's called Sunset Sands and I got it from Asda and it smells, I can't even explain to you guys how good it actually smells. It smells insane. But I think I've tried reading like 1,000,001 times what actually is in it and it just doesn't tell me, which is really annoying. But all I can say is it's called Sunset Sands from Asda. It smells great. Okay, question 2. What female celebrity do you wish was your sister? At this point, I think I either have to say, can I pick 3? I don't know, I'm going to pick 3. Either Mimi Webb, just because I think she's amazing, Olivia Rodrigo, again, just think she's amazing, and maybe Georgia May. I know she's not a celebrity as such, but she's a YouTuber that I like to watch and I just think she seems like so good and I feel like she'd be a really cool older sister to have. Question 3. What male celebrity do you wish was your brother? God, that's a hard one. I've never really thought about it, to be honest. Not that I thought about the sister one, but them 3 just popped into my head straight away. Do I wish was my brother? Oh my God, I don't know. Who seems really fun? Who's a really fun guy celebrity?
5 minutes later.
Maybe like Ant and Dec, or I don't know, someone really funny would be good. I don't know, maybe you guys can help me with that one in the comments down below. I'm really not sure on that one. Number 5, do you know a hoarder? I actually do know a hoarder. I'm obviously not going to say who they are on my channel, but yes, I do know one. Number 6, can you do a split? No. There's no other answer to that than a straight out no. 7, how old were you when you learned how to ride a bike? I was probably like 7, 8, I want to say. How many oceans have you swam in? I think probably only 2. One when I've been to Spain on holiday and the other one like just in Chelsea at the beach, so on a really hot day. So probably 2, but I can't tell you what oceans they are because geography is not my strong point. How many countries have you been to? I've only been to 2 actually. I've been to America and Spain. And that's it, I'm afraid. I went to the Isle of Wight once. But I think, is that class? I think that's, does that come under England? I don't even know, so I'm just going to stick with 2. Is anyone in your family in the army? No, I'm afraid not. What would you name your daughter if you had one? I feel like I don't want to answer this because like all the baby names, yes, I have baby names already. No, I'm not planning on having a baby anytime soon. I just know when I like a name and I always write it down. But I feel like I don't want to answer in case someone took it, so let me think of one that I maybe wouldn't mind. Quite like the name Hazley or Cleo, I quite like. There's others, but I'm just going to leave it at that for now. What would you name your son if you had one? I like the name Archie or Grayson. There's 2 others, but I don't want to say them again because they're like my top 2, so I would never really share them. What's the worst grade you got on a test? A U. And ungraded is the worst. I remember in my GCSE mock exams in maths I got an ungraded. What was your favourite TV show when you were a child? Oh, I know this. Well, it depends kind of what age. Like when I was like really young, I really liked the Tweenies. But then as I got a bit older, I really liked like Hannah Montana and Wizards of Waverly Place. So I guess it depends like what age you're talking about. What did you dress up as on Halloween when you were 8? God, when I was 8, probably a witch, a fairy, something like that. I have no idea, I honestly can't remember. Have you read any of the Harry Potter, Hunger Games or Twilight series? I have not. I do like reading, but they just don't appeal to me for whatever reason. Would you rather have an American accent or a British accent? I guess I'd say British, just because I am British, like English, and that's always what I have been, so why would I change it now? So I guess a British accent. Did your mother go to college? I mean, it depends if they mean like college or uni, but I don't think she went to either, to be honest. So, are your grandparents still married? Yes, they are still married. Have you ever taken karate lessons? No, I have never taken karate lessons. Do you know who Kermit the Frog is? Yes, obviously, he's from the Muppets, so yes, I do know who he is. What's the first amusement park you've been to? Does Legoland count as an amusement park? Probably not. I've never really been to an amusement park otherwise, which sounds absolutely ridiculous, I know. But I'm actually scared of heights and rides, so... Do you know what I mean? So I've never really had any interest in going to amusement parks. What language besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? It's really weird that I asked this question actually, because me and my mum were talking about this the other day. I think I would pick Spanish, just because I feel like a lot of the world, like a lot of places, like countries, speak Spanish. And when I go on holiday and stuff, it's always kind of like, I feel like it would always be like to Spain or somewhere around there where they'd all kind of talk Spanish. So yeah, I think that's the language I would like to learn. Do you spell the colour as grey or grey? So it's spelled as either G-R-E-Y or G-R-A-Y. If I was writing down the colour grey, I'd spell it G-R-E-Y, I think. Is your father bald? No, my dad is not bald. Do you know triplets? I actually don't, not personally. I don't know any triplets. Do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? I 100% prefer The Notebook. The Titanic's okay, but if I'm honest, this is going to sound really mean, I just find it really boring. Whereas like, I absolutely love The Notebook. Don't get me wrong, obviously I know the Titanic was a real life event, and obviously it's very sad, and I feel for everyone that was involved in that and everything like that, but to watch it as a film, like, I just find it really sad to watch, and then I kind of zone out and get bored because I'm like, I don't want to see that. So whereas The Notebook's so romantic and I just love it, so yeah, definitely The Notebook. Have you ever had Indian food? And the answer to that is no, because I'm a really fussy eater. I don't like anything spicy, and I don't know, I just don't think Indian food is for me. What's the name of your favourite restaurant? I actually feel like restaurants have really gone downhill. I don't really have a favourite restaurant anymore. I used to really like the Hungry Horse, but I'd probably say Nando's now, if that counts as a restaurant. Have you ever been to Olive Garden? No, I've never been to Olive Garden. I don't even know what that is. Do you belong to any warehouse stores? Costco, BJ's, BG's, etc. I don't have a Costco card, but my nan and granddad do, and my sister's boyfriend does, well, fiance does. So I do really enjoy a good trip to Costco now and then, but I'm not actually signed up to any of them myself. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? I don't actually think my mum and dad had any names for me if I was the opposite gender, because I think they found out I was a girl and then started thinking of names from there. And even my name, like Kelsey, I don't think there was any other alternative. I think I was always going to be named Kelsey, so I know it's a boring answer, but I think that's the real answer. If you have a nickname, what is it? So obviously my name is Kelsey, but a lot of people call me Kels for short, so I'd say that's my nickname probably. Who's your favourite person in the world? I feel like I can't answer that, because like I love all my family and I couldn't just pick one favourite person, and my friends and stuff, so I feel like I'm not going to answer that, because I love everyone. Would you rather live in a rural area or in the suburbs? I don't know, I feel like I'd like somewhere in the middle. I feel like the suburbs would be a little bit too quiet for me. But then I feel like a rural area. Wait, is rural like city or is that like in the middle? I don't even know, so I'm probably going to answer this wrong. Maybe a rural area, because there's more going on, I guess. But, yeah. Can you whistle? Yes, I can whistle. Do you sleep with a nightlight? No, I don't actually sleep in the dark, but I probably slept with a nightlight until I was about 12, which I know sounds probably a bit ridiculous, but I was really petrified of the dark. Do you eat breakfast every morning? And the answer to that is yes, I do eat breakfast every morning. Breakfast, believe it or not, is probably one of my favourite meals of the day, but I definitely prefer breakfast over lunch. Do you take any pills or medication daily? No, I do not. I'm on some antibiotics at the moment, but I've got a chest infection. I don't normally take pills or medicine every day, no. What medical conditions do you have? As far as I know, I don't have any, which is good, I guess. How many times have you been to the hospital? I think I've only... Does it mean like been as a patient or been in general? I mean, if it's been as a patient, then only once, when I was like 6 or 7, because I had croup and couldn't breathe, so I got taken to the hospital. But if you meant like as a visitor, I've probably been once with my nan, twice with my great nan, once with my boyfriend's dad. I think that's it, so maybe four times maybe. Oh, actually 5. I went to visit my brother once in hospital too. Have you ever seen Finding Nemo? Yes, I have. It's not one of my favourite films. I like the film, but it's not like one of my favourites. But yes, I have watched it. Where do you buy your jeans? If I'm honest, I feel like most of my jeans have come from New Look. Obviously that's not like the only place I buy my jeans. I think I've got a pair from Pretty Little Thing. So yeah, obviously like I do buy them from other places, but I feel like majority of my jeans are probably from New Look. What's the last compliment you got? Probably last night one of my boyfriend's friends just told me that they really like me and they think I'm great, so probably that was the last compliment I got. I know it's a bit of a boring one, but if I'm being honest, that probably was the last compliment I got. Do you usually remember your dreams in the morning? Sometimes. Not every single time. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes if I think the dream's that good and I want to tell like a friend about it or my boyfriend about it or my mum about it, I'll wake up and write it in my notes just so I remember to tell them. But I feel like sometimes I do remember them. I feel like it depends how good the dream was. Like if it was amazing, I feel like I remember it for longer. If it wasn't that good, then I'd probably wake up and have instantly forgot. But sometimes I remember them, sometimes I don't. What flavour tea do you enjoy? I actually don't like tea. Any kind of tea. I don't know, I just don't think it's for me really. I just feel like normal tea tastes like just hot water. I don't really feel like it tastes of anything. But yeah. How many pairs of shoes do you currently own? A ridiculous amount. In terms of ones I wear, I'd probably say, well, I wear my white Air Forces, my black Air Forces, my Vans, my shoes from Boohoo. That's it really. I mean, I have a ridiculous amount of pairs of shoes and I only really wear about 4 different pairs, or sometimes my Adidas, because that was my pink ones. So maybe like 5, but I have a ridiculous amount of shoes. What religion will you raise your children to practice? I actually won't, because I'd say I'm an atheist. I don't really believe in any kind of religion, so I probably wouldn't raise my children to have any religion, to be honest. How old were you when you found out that Santa wasn't real? Oh my gosh, I was quite old actually. I think I was 10. Or, actually I might have been 11. No, I was 10. I was 10 when I found out Santa wasn't real. I was gutted. I was so upset by it. And the last question is, why do you have a Tumblr? I don't, and I feel like that's a really old thing, Tumblr. But I don't have that, so yeah. Okay, so that was all the questions. Again, I know I was throwing it back to a bit of an older style of video, but I just thought, why not? I just thought it might be quite fun to film. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you hit that big thumbs up button, comment down below if you want to. I'm going to leave all my socials linked down below, so if you want to go ahead and check them out, then please do. And most of all, please subscribe to my channel. I have just hit over 100 subscribers, which is mental. Like, to me, that is mad. And I know it's a tiny step in the right direction, but it's still a step in the right direction, so I'm really happy about it. But yeah, I feel like I'm going on a bit now, so I'm gonna love you and leave you, and hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye.